watching and listening to Wood and Eric. The show begins now.
Good morning, Eric.
Good evening, Wood.
And good morning, producer now.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. I keep going to call you intern, and I would never, ever incorrectly address you. That's something I have never done nor never will.
Dehumanize.
I do not wish to de-rank you here. You are now the producer. You are in control of this entire episode. How does it feel to have the power?
Oh, phenomenal cosmic power. You know, it's a new feeling, and it's a feeling I would never abuse this feeling by switching back and forth between scenes, without any good reason. It would be really jarring to do something like that. So I'll just,
Okay, well,
We're
for the audio listeners,
already.
they can probably assume what was just happening. Do we have a voicemail? I love checking the voicemail.
We do. All right, let's check that out.
Hey, Wood and Eric. I enjoy your podcast. Keep up the good work. I actually do some custom fabrication from home, and I was wondering if you guys could give me a prop / for like movie and video games suggestion to make. All right, thanks. Bye.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Have no idea. What does he mean? He makes
He
what?
makes props.
So he makes things. So if we asked him to do like the question block from Mario, he could probably do that.
Oh,
or
we'll do that.
Maybe we could. Yeah, well, I mean that's a cool one. Or we could do something really cool, and do like the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII because everybody wants one of those.
Ooh.
Or make. I don't understand how you're making them or what you're making them with or what you have available to you.
Welding things together and making things.
Oh, make a giant fist bumps only sign
Oh.
and then ship it to me, and I'll put it behind me.
And make me a really small one because the postage is going to be really expensive.
Yeah, a really tiny, lightweight one out of
And I'll
plastic.
put it on the shelf behind me.
How was your
That's
week,
cool.
Eric? What did you get up to?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Week was fine. No, week was fine. Look, it's just I've had a couple of those days that's just like you just rather kind of stay in bed kind of deal. So I've very much been looking forward to the show. Any reason why? No, honestly I don't know. I think I've just been a bit disappointed with like moving into the house. There's a lot of things that have gone wrong. It's just like
like
stuff,
what?
Stuff keeps happening. Like the shower head keeps falling apart. Like I got to keep fixing that. We sent like when you move into a new rental, you fill out a condition report just so you can say, here's what the house looks like when we moved in. Any further comments, which we added like a ton of them.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. So it's just kind of like we're now at the point where it's like, do we definitely don't want to renew the lease, put it that way. So we're looking ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been in like a week. You're already thinking of moving out.
No, it's not necessarily moving out. I think it's moving on.
It's been a week.
No, I know, but this is the thing. Like, this is how my head works. It's like, okay, we're here. Here's the rental. It's only a temporary rental. Our eyes are kind of like, maybe we'll just move overseas next year, kind of deal.
What?
Oh.
Yeah. So that's
Here?
It's to the USA, back home. This is something we wanted to do for a long time.
Oh.
And now it's kind of at the point. Yeah, we're in a nice rental. That's good, but I think it's always an interim thing for us. It's like, okay, this is just for now, but what's next? So we're always trying to think of what's forward.
Reese's Pieces, New York, or
Reese's Pieces is Pennsylvania.
where you're from? You're from Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. Okay. Yeah, probably. Look, if we move back to the US, it's probably going to be New York, even just for a small period of time. And then we can decide from there. It depends on, like I said, how the show goes, really. Then
Don't base your life around this show, my guy. We're
Look,
still trying to find somewhere for it to live. We're on YouTube now.
don't tell me that because I go all in.
You really do, which we're going to see later in the show. Well, I'm sorry to hear about all of that.
No, it's fine. So, but anyway, how about you?
My week's been good. I made a lot of videos. I've been working on a lot of stuff. I managed to upload 2 things in 2 days, which is very unlike me.
Saw that.
But something interesting that did happen to me was this GoXLR. I forgot to tell you. You know how it got sent to the wrong house and I had to go and pick it up? So when I was talking to my neighbor, okay, backtrack even more. Remember when my house flooded?
Yes, vaguely, yeah.
So my house flooded, and then we moved into that rental house. We were there for 2 years. Then we bought this house. So it turns out, and I found this out because I went to get the Go XLR from the old house because Sweetwater sent it to the wrong place, and my neighbor picked it up. And my neighbor said, here's a little fun fact. The house that you were in, the one next door, a month after you moved out, when we had like all of the big freeze here in Texas, the pipes burst in that house and the entire downstairs flooded, which is horrible for the family that moved in. No, this was our next house.
Wow. Okay, yeah. That's terrible.
So we moved from a flood house to a house that we only just escaped before it flooded again. Like if we hadn't bought this house, I would have had my computer would have been ruined, my TV would have been ruined, everything downstairs would have been ruined. And this poor family living in the house right now, they got plumbers in to fix it. And right as they fixed the downstairs and they cleaned it all up, they changed the floors, the plumbers were working on something and they dinged a pipe and it flooded the downstairs again.
That is the most terrible look. I mean, okay, so this is one thing. Insurance is, I don't know, until you need it, right? Okay,
yeah.
Because it seems like you're throwing money at nothing until your house floods 3 times in a row. So it's funny because like if my house were to flood, the first thing I would be thinking is, what are you going to do? All right, I started to turn that into a joke.
All right, I want to move on. Can we move on? Can we move on, producer? Oh, Eric, listeners of the show have come to love a little event that we have called the Tubies.
Wow, I love the Tubies.
Round of applause.
Oh, yeah.
Something that we're definitely not sick of hearing about or discussing, but it is the end of an era. The end of the Tubies 2021 era until next year where we do host the 2020 Tubies.
Just wait until 2028. That's what the producer was saying behind the scenes.
That's right.
Why?
I can't say it on air.
Okay. All right. But to end off this era, to cap it off, I did reach out to all of the winners. Every winner of the Tubies. By the way, if you're listening to this and it's your first time listening, we invented and we created an award show like the Oscars that tells you how long this has been going on because it's happened during the Oscars, but for YouTubers and online creators specifically, and we had winners of the Tubies, and I reached out to all of those winners, and I got their response. I got their award speeches. So this is how that went.
I can only imagine.
The Tubies. I'm really excited because I have the fun job of calling up all the winners and letting them know. Starting with Austin John Plays, who won the most wholesome YouTuber award. He actually left me a voicemail earlier in the week, so let's listen.
I want to thank the many anonymous and amazing people on the internet that have voted for me to be the most wholesome YouTuber, thanks to Wood's beautiful community. I haven't played with Wood a lot, but anytime that I did play with Wood, I severely enjoyed my time playing with Wood.
Now, for most informative gaming YouTuber, Scott the Waz. Let's call him up and let him know.
Hey all, Scott here.
Hey Scott, just want to let you know you won most informative gaming YouTuber at the Tubies.
Oh my god!
I know. Is there anything you want to say to the people listening? How do you feel about this glorious victory?
It's not good, but it's better than my cousin Betty.
All right, well, best animals on YouTube. The winner of that was Simon and Logan from Beat 'em Ups, so we'll give them a call.
Hello?
Hey, Wood, I just want to let you know you won Best Animals on YouTube Award for the Tubies.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Scott's Aunt Betty.
Okay, bye.
Hello, Internet!
Hey, is that Matt Pat? I just want to let you know you won Best Long-Form YouTuber for the Tubies. I know it must mean a lot to you. I just want to know, what does it take to make a game theorist video?
Days and weeks of solid research and writing with details hidden in the craziest of places.
Oh yeah, I bet. They look like they take a lot of work, Matt.
In the meantime, remember, it's all just a theory. A game theory.
Classic Matt Pat. All right, we appreciate you.
Thanks.
I don't know if you know, but on the podcast, we did the Tubies, and you actually won Best DIY YouTuber.
Are you recording it right now?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Love you. The last award is Best Looking YouTuber. I wonder who it could be. Let's give him a call.
Hi again.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know you also won Best Looking YouTuber.
Obviously I am. So why are you even calling to tell me?
Yeah, I just thought you'd like to say thank you or...
Oh, you're recording this right now.
Yes, we are recording live.
Thank you, everyone. How unexpected.
Hey, buddy, bye.
I'm so glad that you were able to get in touch with each and every one of the Tubies winners.
Every one of the winners, other than only in Japan, who I had no way of contacting them at all. I tried looking for a Twitter. I couldn't find anything to get in contact, and I didn't feel comfortable pretending that they were part of this. But I will say that Austin John did actually reply to me and did actually send in that video file. He's a good friend of mine, so thank you,
That's
Austin.
really nice. Yeah, thank you for that. So, look, if you weren't sick of hearing the Tubies song before, wow.
I know you were so sick of hearing that song, so I played it through the entire thing.
It's like, how many times could I hear myself go, the Tubies?
The best part is I didn't really care where it all lined up, and there were parts where it was like, the
It overlaps.
Tubies.
It's even funny because it's like, we said this off air, but what if we continue to drag the Tubies out each and every week? So it becomes like, oh my gosh, when are they going to just let it go? But
I'm happy to put it to rest until the 2020 Tubies, though, to be honest. And then we can drag the 2020 Tubies out for 22 long.
We'll drag it out until the 2028 Tubies, which again, I don't know. The producer, you're on that one, so
I believe. I'm not gonna say it. All right, moving on. Eric, you know what we haven't done for a while?
I don't know, but I'm getting a bit chilly though. So why don't you tell me?
This.
Cold calling. We're gonna call you. Cold calling. Out of the blue.
So we had a valued viewer write into the show. The very, very recent valued viewer, actually, the last form that we had. By the way, you can fill out that valued viewer form by going to woodanderek.com. And they said that they have a special skill. And I want to get them into the call. I want to get them in here. So how about I try calling this number now and see who picks up? It's only dialing once, and then I think they're rejecting the call.
Oh, they might be on Do Not Disturb. If you call them right back, though, sometimes you can bust through that D&D.
Why do you know that?
What?
If they have a phone, iPhone. I heard it the other day, actually.
It dials one time each time, and then it hangs up.
Well. So much for leaving your phone number on the valued viewer form.
Well,
this
you know
happens
what,
too
guys?
often. If you leave your number on the valued viewer form and you see a weird number call you shortly after, it's
going to be us.
Pick up the phone.
Hello?
Hello, is this... Wow, my voice sounds weird. Is this Jess or Jessamy or Jessamy? I don't know how to pronounce it. This is Wood, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching the stream.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't tell me that was your name.
I'm so okay.
I
can't-
say your name,
she can't
my
hear me.
name because you were like beeping right when you said what the school was.
Oh, well, if you've been watching the stream, you'll know the last 10 minutes of kerfuffle is because we couldn't figure out how to call your number.
Yeah, I was like writing in the chat. What was the skill? Because I was like, oh god.
Okay. Well, yeah, it is you. As you know, I've had to call you on my mobile, so international charges. I'm not going to keep you long. I have Eric and the producer in my ears, but you won't be able to hear them, unfortunately. We're making it up as we go along. Are you okay with everything so far?
Yeah.
Okay. You wrote into the show. By the way, is it Jess? Jessamy?
Jessamy, yeah.
Jessamy. Love that name. Very interesting.
Yeah.
You wrote in saying, I can ball beep knowing movies to the point where actual fans don't know if I've actually seen it or not.
Yeah.
So explain this skill to me to begin with.
Okay. So I think my best example, it's not actually a movie, it's a TV show, but I've been able to, like, just from basic information that I know of, like, just the internet, like, I totally crapped my way through a whole conversation about Doctor Who without ever having seen an episode of Doctor Who.
Oh.
I did the same thing with Hannibal once before as well. Like, I just crapped my way through with, like, basic information that you, like, see on, like, Twitter.
So I thought you were
And people
saying
believe me.
that even if you've seen something, you can just go overboard. But you're saying you can just people won't know if you've actually seen it or not, just based on you lying.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we want to test this. Obviously not today, because what a nightmare this has been. But here's how we want to test it. We want to get you back into the show next week, and we want to get a few other valued viewers of the show into the call as well. And we're going to have you perform this skill on them. And if you can fool a majority of the people into thinking you've seen something that you haven't, you'll win a valued certificate that we will ship out to you. Well, that Erek will ship to me in America, and then I'll ship back to you in Australia.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Does that sound good to you, Erek?
Yeah, that sounds good.
He said it sounds good.
I heard a vague mumble.
I heard a vague mumble.
Okay.
All right, so if you're okay with these rules, you can adjust the rules now. I mean, we could say best out of 5, or if you get 3 out of 5, is there any variations or any caveats you want to add in here? This is your chance before we put it into writing.
No, I'll go with it.
Okay. All right, Jess. Jessamy, I appreciate you so much, and we will call you next week to test this.
All right, thank you. I'll keep watching the stream now.
Yeah, please do. God, thank you.
Okay, Lord knows we need all the help we can get. Okay, well, that was all right. I wasn't saying it was a complete train wreck, but we made it.
No,
but it was
we
a bit,
made it.
It was a
we
bit
made it happen.
Dumpster fire.
I got Jess on the phone. She saw the entire catastrophe, so she knew. She knew immediately.
She had context.
And we'll get her on next week, and we'll put that to the test. I feel good about it. We can figure it out in a week.
That'll be great.
Figured out, yeah.
Yeah.
By that, I mean we'll go live 2 hours. We'll get into a pre-call 2 hours before the show next week and fumble around
Oh no, what do we do?
until we figure something out. But
I'll spend an hour making a new jingle, and you'll just
yeah, and I'll pretend that Scott the Was called me again.
This is so unorganized.
Yeah, bye.
Just reminding everybody watching and listening, either now or after the fact, this show is available in podcast form on iTunes and Spotify, etc. So we do appreciate people, scheduling some time to type out a nice lengthy review. So it's funny, I've got one here. I've actually got 2 that we'll read really quickly.
Oh, from what?
From iTunes.
Oh, we're at 5 stars on iTunes now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This one's from Trucker Paul 75. Great podcast, but it's no RGT 85. 5
Okay,
stars.
what?
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing
That
necessarily.
doesn't sound like a good thing, but he gave 5 stars, so I guess I'll take it.
Hey, that was pretty good. And funnily enough, okay, I'm just connecting some dots now. So the previous valued viewer that we just called Jessamy, which funnily enough sounds French, so you could say Jessamy.
You could say that. I don't know if she'd like that.
No, probably not. But I think she left us a valued review on iTunes. So
A valued review. I love that.
Okay, so I'll read it out. A couple sentences here. When Wood first announced the podcast on Twitch, I wasn't really sure if I'd be interested in a talk show format, but I love having Wood and Erek on in the background or listening to the podcast while I'm doing housework type things. I'm actually writing this while listening to an episode on my TV. Pretty cool. They're so fun to listen to and have great banter between them. As an Australian too, of course, we can confirm that. I really like hearing them speak about places I recognize and just general.
Erek, I love it, but what if she's lying and she's making you think that she's seen the show, but she hasn't actually ever watched it?
Oh my God.
Because it was all very specific, and that is her special skill. I don't know if I can trust. She's never seen the show.
She has no idea who we are.
She was waiting for us to read that to then be like, see, I can do it.
This is 4D chess right here. Okay. Well, you know what? She's totally got me.
It was a nice review. I just can't trust it until next week when we test it. Because if she sucks next week, then we'll know she was telling the truth in the review.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll keep that up in the air, but it was 5 stars.
While I was Googling things for the pre-show, I Googled myself, which you should never do. And this has never come up before, but a picture of me in a weird position with my foot in the air came up in the Google search results. And I was
that
like,
the one that you had up?
Yeah, and I used it in the bit. But I was like, where did that come from? And so I clicked on it through, and it took me to Wikifeet. And it turns out someone made me a Wikifeet page. What?
You said this in the pre-show, and both the producer, not the pre-show, but the pre-show call, both the producer and I we just lost it at this. The fact that you would be on such a site.
You didn't even know what Wikifeet was, which blew my mind.
So basically, you are celeb status then if you're having all pictures.
I only have 2 pictures up there, and I know for a fact my feet have appeared in way more videos. So if I did have an avid foot army that were watching me, they would have found more photos. But I do have a 4.6 stars on Wikifeet, which I think is a high rating. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. I'll take it.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
If you don't know what Wikifeet is, it's Wikipedia, but for online entertainers and celebrities' feet. And then people go there and... and they rate... They rate other people's feet. And, you know, I have a pretty high rating. So if we have any Wikifeet users out there and you want to appreciate my feet, although I will say the one picture of me it's at a weird angle. My foot looks kind of fat and I feel kind of self-conscious about it. So I might add a better photo myself later.
This is the most ridiculous thing. It's so show worthy though. It's funny.
But yeah, you know, we got 5 stars on iTunes, but 4.6 on Wikifeet. So
well, hey. We do what we can. We're just a humble bunch. So this segment is born from, I guess, kind of a meme that that has been created thanks to the show. So we were talking about games, video games, at some stage, like on episode, I don't know, whatever. And I went, and then you were like, gaming. So we were trying to like do this funny music. So I figured, why not get some of our valued viewers and pit them against each other and try and figure out who has the most gaming knowledge. So this morning I spent like way too much time creating a jingle for a segment that we'd like to call Gaming.
Gaming.
Gonna get you on the phone. Gonna see what things you know. All about the games you play. So pick up the phone today.
Oh, what's that? You want some cash? We're gonna do a dash. We can't give you anything, punks. All you get is a few fist bumps in gaming.
Gaming. That's so great. We put way too much work into the jingles.
For sure. So if you do want to call and be part of the show, the producer is going to put the phone number up now as an overlay. The phone number is 210-951-4927. It's pretty much going to be first in, best dressed, because we don't have the option of doing a proper waiting room like we normally would, because obviously we didn't figure this out. So if you want to call in, don't be nervous. We're going to quiz you on a couple of gaming things. No prizes other than a couple of fist bumps, because, you know, we're a bunch of punks. We got no cash.
There you
Hello,
are.
how are you both? Who are we talking to?
My name is Mexi Puma.
We got 2 at once there. I heard Mexi Puma. Who's the other one?
Respiden. Sorry about that.
That's great. Respitin. I'm going to call you Spidey and Puma. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay. Spidey, I'm going to ask you first. How do you feel about your gaming knowledge? Are you pretty well diverse in all things video games?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. And Puma, what about yourself? You feel like you got that big brain?
Yeah, I lived my whole life gaming.
Since you were 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's how the rules are going to work. We have 3 questions for you here. Eric and I are going to take turns asking you a question. It's going to be the first person who can answer it correctly gets a point. The person who gets the most points, so 2, wins. And do they win a certificate?
Do they win a certificate? No. So this is, as the rap said, because we're a bunch of chumps or punks. It's just virtual fist bumps.
Do we have them buzz in with a word? I know I'm adding rules to this. Your way was perfectly fine, but what if?
What if they're like gaming?
What if Puma has to yell gaming, and Spidey has to yell, oh yeah, like the producer?
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
Are you guys okay with that?
Yes, fine.
Okay, Pumi, give me a buzzer sound.
Gaming.
Oh, fantastic. Spidey, you know what to do? Give me one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You guys are amazing.
Cool,
all right.
man.
Are you guys ready to play?
Yes.
Let's go,
Okay.
Eric, with the first question.
All right. When was the PlayStation 5 released?
Gaming.
Puma, give it to me.
I believe around November 15.
Oh, Oh, we didn't even have a date. We just had the
Okay, that
month.
was more specific than we.
Okay.
Perfect. Yes, that's a point for you, Puma. Congratulations. If we were more
Thank you.
prepared, we would have like celebratory
ding, ding,
sounds.
ding.
We probably should get that figured out for the next time we play. All right. My question is, what is the best-selling video game of all time?
Gaming. I believe it's Minecraft, right?
Puma with the runaway. What? Already with both the points. You win, but I want to ask the last one. I want to give Spider-Man the chance at redeeming themselves here. I'm going to ask this question just to you, Spidey, and see if you can get it, okay? It's probably the trickiest one on here. What inspired game maker I probably should have learned how to pronounce this.
Satoshi Tajiri.
Thank you. To create Pokemon.
It was his I can't remember what kind of garden it was, but it was his garden at home.
Yeah. And it was what in the garden specifically?
The insects like butterflies, caterpillars, what have you.
Yo,
did you know that, Eric?
No, I knew that at one stage, but like it's
but you forgot. Yeah. Dumb brain. That's why you're not playing.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not a valued viewer. I'd
Okay.
lose.
We have our winner who wins a fist bump. Puma, you get a fist bump.
You feel free to put your fist up to the screen. We can't see
Yes.
it, but hey, it's there.
You'll know that you did it, and we'll feel good about it. I'm sorry to say, Spidey, but you get no fist bump. No fist bumps for you.
Thank you very much for calling and playing
Thank
this
you for having me.
impromptu gaming.
We appreciate you guys hanging with it. This episode's been a train wreck, but
Absolutely terrible.
we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
You'll get better. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. Have a good
hopefully. Jury's out on that one. Bye.
I don't know. It's episode 13 next, so anything can.
No,
anything can happen.
we're skipping it.
Oh,
We're skipping 13.
Oh, yeah.
I'm now realizing, again, something that we've talked about a bunch of times and we still haven't figured out. It's a dramatic drone for when we ask a question, and then when they get it right, a buzzer or like a correct sound, and then like an audience cheering. Because without those, playing these games like a radio show feels so empty and dead.
It's like, okay, here's the right answer. Oh, great job. Okay, next. This is the most undercooked episode we have ever done, but it's fine.
It's not our fault, okay? We set things up with the producer hosting the show, and I feel like we've worked out so many kinks and so many of the main things we needed, and we did a great job. But if you remember our first episode, we still had issues. Remember when the future Wood and Eric called in, and there was a massive echo, and we had to cut them out of the show at the end? Because
so only the people who watched the very first episode live know about the episode 100 us that came back from, you know what I mean?
And that's just the kind of kinks when you switch things up, you change things as drastically as we've done, but we've done everything we usually do this episode. So next episode, we'll know to fix those things an hour before we go live.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, not even an hour. We'll get onto it about a half an hour and just stress
like 10
and
minutes.
then go late. It's what usually
at 7 on the dot, we'll be like, oh, let's do that before we go live. We're always
let's
late. Don't worry about
quickly
it.
fix this. Oh boy. Okay. Well, should we move on then? Okay, so as we've alluded to earlier in the show, we do have a lot of valued viewers out there. Quite a few hundred of them, actually. But one of the first valued viewers to fill out our valued viewer form. The first, other than the first two, which were tests from you and I. Yes. Valued viewer form number 3, which is the first from our valued viewers. Boy, I never want to say the term valued viewer ever again. Was somebody by the name of Dennis. Okay, and in the valued viewer form, there's a segment that says, "Is there anybody that you want us to peacefully confront?" So the example is, my wife keeps losing, the batteries in the TV remote, or my roommates keep rubbing their butts on my apartment door. Just it's funny things like that. So this one, Dennis said his wife.
Let's get Dennis in.
Okay, sorry.
And then, in case he's watching, and then ask him.
I'll see if I can get Dennis in here. All right, we got him, guys.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, we got
Dennis.
Here we are.
We got him presenting Dennis.
Here you are, Dennis.
Dennis,
hello.
How you going?
Hi, I'm hanging in there. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad. Are you streaming right now?
I am streaming.
Hello to your live stream. Can they hear me?
Yeah, everyone can hear you.
So I messaged Dennis earlier today, and he said, you can call. He doesn't know why. You can call, but I will be live streaming on Twitch.
Okay, hey, we're co-streaming on Twitch right now.
on YouTube.
There we go.
Okay, so Dennis, you were the very first valued viewer actually to fill out our valued viewer form.
Yeah, you were the first.
The first guy.
I was
so
the first?
Yeah,
you were. Yes, you were the first. So we were kind of there was some lackluster entries, so we figured let's start over again, and we saw Dennis in bright gold letters. So
okay.
Okay, so in your form, you said that you wanted us to peacefully confront your wife who won't throw away used paper towels. Do you want to give us some more information on that?
Oh, yeah. So I'll walk around the house and she'll, she's like obsessed with paper towels. Like she just uses it for everything, cleaning, for whatever. And I'll just go around the house casually, just pick up a paper towel that's on the kitchen counter, or it's on our living room counter, or it's underneath a plate. It's not one of those a huge, we've never had a fight over it. But it's one of those casual things like, hey, so are you done with this paper towel? And she'd be like, yeah. So I'm just constantly going around the house and throwing away used paper towels.
So in my mind, when I heard this, I thought that she may have been constantly reusing used paper towels.
No. That would be a whole different issue.
So it sounds like she's just leaving trash around everywhere is the real issue.
Mostly just paper towels. I wouldn't say
Right.
she leaves trash around.
So
But yeah,
obviously there's a lot of animosity here, driving a huge wedge in between your relationship.
I don't think so. I think I think we're okay.
Well, you think, but you never know. Now, is your wife nearby? Because we do want to peacefully address this situation. Confront this situation.
Let me go get her.
Okay, great. What's your beautiful wife's name?
Kelsey.
You're summoned.
She's not gonna know what's coming.
Okay, she's here.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Kelsey.
Hey,
can
Kelsey,
you hear me?
how are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're fantastic. It's so nice to meet and talk to you.
Oh, well, likewise.
Now, I'm not a professional mediator, but I am here today to
Marriage counselor.
to have a conversation with you about something that we've been informed is driving a massive wedge between your relationship. No, not really. Not really. Not really.
Well,
It's a-
goodness gracious, I'm quite
small-
shocked because I thought our marriage was quite healthy.
Well, that's the thing.
um,
1 second you're here, 1 second you're there. No, everything is completely fine. However, it has been brought to us that there may in fact be a lot of paper towels being left around the apartment, house, complex?
It's a house, yeah.
House? So would you say that this is true? Are there paper towels being left by someone around the abode?
Yes, I would say that my husband talks about quite often how someone is leaving paper towels around the house, and I'm not sure who it could be, because the only place I leave paper towels is in the kitchen, and I
no, I see where this is going. Stop it.
I got this habit from my mother, because growing up, she would clean the kitchen and then leave a paper towel on the counter to use throughout the day. And I have the same habit, but I would not say that it was around the house. Like, I'm around our house right now, and I would say no paper towels, except for in the kitchen. I would say there's probably one on the kitchen counter, always.
It sounds like
I
there's
agree with
quite a wedge here. Would you agree?
No, I don't think so. What it sounds like to me is that Kelsey's just leaving some paper towels on the kitchen counter, maybe tucked into a corner, maybe somewhere with a sponge and a rag and a towel, so that later on in the day, they
This
can.
is not true. This is not true what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Well, other than the kitchen, where have these paper towels turned up, Dennis?
Be in our den. It will be in the living room.
That's tough.
I disagree.
Living room, definitely not, because we have an 11-month-old daughter.
Now, okay.
And I do not leave
Okay,
anything
peacefully confront.
After we get off the phone, she's gonna be like, Dennis, what was that about? Dennis.
No. never. But I must say that I really appreciate Wood's perspective, and I appreciate that you are able to see my perspective. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I will say that as the person in this house who does, in my opinion, a majority of the cleaning, what I'm hearing is even if paper towels are being found elsewhere in the house, occasionally, right, Kelsey? Like once in a blue moon, probably never really. But when they do, it's probably a result of you cleaning said area, right?
Yes, exactly.
Which so it's actually rewarded, not condemned.
It's Dennis's fault. Dennis needs to start, picking up the slack here and just, help out every now and again. So
if you've got around and cleaned,
I professionally tidy up. That is my role in the house.
Oh, you okay? Are you a professional cleaner?
No, that is false.
No.
I clean.
Oh my gosh.
Every day. He cleaned the dishes for me.
I did clean dishes
today. But you see how I said that? He cleaned the dishes for me today. Does that sound like someone who is always cleaning the dishes? If I get to point out one specific time,
I would like to clean dishes more.
You would like to?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, well we're getting somewhere. So Dennis would like to clean dishes more.
This is terrible.
Hey,
which is great.
I always vacuum. I'm constantly dusting. I clean constantly, especially in this room. I'm cleaning counter spaces and countertops. Do I not? Every time we have a party, am I not?
Every time we have a party, yes.
Yes, I'm there on the front line.
During COVID time,
So,
it's about once every 2
Dennis.
months.
Dennis, can you legally change your name to Dustin because that seems to be all you do? Okay, for real. It seems like, all right, there's not so much an animosity. There's no wedge. Sounds like maybe we just need to clean up our attitudes a little bit and have some better perspective. You guys are both lending a hand, and maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that in my house, Kim and I have the exact same arguments. It doesn't mean that our relationship's on the rocks. Clear. I just want to put that out there.
Right.
No.
It's just that it's that couple bickering that you have with even roommates. It's just like who cleaned what, and it happens all the time. Now, what I will say is if paper towels are being left around the house, that's one thing, but that's definitely not happening, nor will it happen again. Am I right, Kelsey?
Right.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Yeah. But when it comes to the kitchen, if there was a rag left there just for the day and it was cleaned up at the end of the day, so in the next day you can restart using a rag or a paper towel for the entire day, then that should be fine. And I don't think anyone should get yelled at. Can we both agree for that?
Well, in my perspective, I should know that's why she leaves the paper towel. I guess I never sat and asked, like, why is there constantly stuff around?
Oh, my goodness.
Now I know.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, look, maybe you guys just needed to sit down and towel each other about all your problems. So there we go. I'm glad we could work that out live on the show. And I'm sorry that we completely derailed your Twitch stream.
Yeah, how's your Twitch stream going?
Great. I warned my friend who's now muted on our Discord. I was like, this might be happening.
So I just want to clarify before we go. We have helped this relationship and not hindered, right?
Oh, yes. If anything, you've greatly entertained us. Yes.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad that I could help, or we could help bring you two even closer together. You sound like a fun, adorable couple who Kim and I would love to hang out with. Do you live in Texas?
We do not.
We don't.
Ah, that's a shame. Almost became best friends.
In Virginia.
Happy Virginia Day.
Right.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Thanks so much. We appreciate you. We'll let you get back to your Twitch stream, and Kelsey will let you get back to. I was going to say cleaning the kitchen.
Paper towels.
Oh, no, stop it.
That sounds awful. No, that's not what I meant at all. If anything, it should be Dustin since he's a professional cleaner.
Yeah, Dustin. Oh, sorry, Dennis.
Dennis, I mean. All right, bye, guys. Love you.
Thanks. Have a nice evening.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Oh, I think we had a breakthrough there, guys.
Oh, I'm so glad we did that. I think we just fixed a marriage.
Oh, for sure.
Cleaning
Definitely,
house.
It definitely sounded like they were one day away of.
They're gonna lay in bed tonight. They're both gonna face opposite ways, looking at their phone, and then Kelsey's gonna be like, Dennis.
That doesn't sound like we fixed it.
No, it's fine. Whatever.
No, I think they'll go to bed tonight, and for the first night in many moons, they'll snuggle, and they'll
stop,
and the relationship is repaired. And then Dustin can
You
clean.
just need to cut the show right now.
and had a great show.
It's not Dustin, it's Dennis.
Dennis. I know.
Oh, God.
Thank you for watching and listening. Catch up with The Wood and Erek Show at woodanderek.com. Fill out the valued viewer form to be part of the show and leave the boys a voicemail at 210-951-4927. Bye!